Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Don't take anything personally. Transform your life. This is a good card, but it's a tough card. When you refuse to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Your feelings of anger, jealousy, and even sadness will disappear if you don't take them personally. Easier said than done, huh? Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 171. NASDAQ off 77, S&P's off 18. What you have out here, folks, is you get a failure on price, failure on volume inside the S&P. We take a look at the S&P. What you have is this. SPY got to a price point out here today of 280.41. You got over the high of the 27th, which is the last major swing point, 278.92. We had 99 million shares there. That's where it had failed on the counter trend bounce. That was going into 173 million shares. We did 83 today. You failed into 99. You failed on price, failed on volume. What that sets up is, guess what? Now you're going to set up a test of the last swing low, which is the 264.82 area. NASDAQ Composite. Now, the Composite as well as the NDX, different animals, and this is why. The Composite, down big, down a full percent. Bottom line, that being said, what you have... Sorry about that. Okay, so what you have there is that when the NASDAQ broke topside, the NASDAQ Composite has to get back inside the 75.05 area. Now, we're close to it, that's for sure, because we're at 75.11. Gave up quite a bit today. You get inside that. Now, this is where this is going to get really wild, because when you have a break topside, and then you come back inside that area, this is a real problem. And what the problem would be, you can't bust them up. Guess what? Inside the NASDAQ Composite, we still have that high volume low at 66.30. So that's going to be game if, in fact, we get back inside this 75.05 area. We go into the NDX 100. Same type of setup inside the NDX. Gave it up good today. That being said, we're down 84 bucks. You're at 70.46. The NDX would have to get back inside 70.20. Now, that's not going to be hard to do, that's for sure. The way this market is trading, bottom line is that can get back inside there, and it can get back inside there pretty quickly. The small caps. We go over to the small caps. We take a look at the IWM. IWM got into the price point of 160.30. The high's 160.62. That, bottom line, I wouldn't call that a failure on price and volume. The reason being is this. You did 17 million shares versus 20, but you didn't get to the high. You know, that saying wants to pull back a bit, but when you don't get to the high, that can turn into that, guess what, it wants to test it again. Now, Dow Industrials are really weak. The Dow couldn't even get up into the February 27th high. The Dow looks to me like that thing wants to barrel down to 24.21. That was the last swing low that was established out here on the 2nd. And that will be pretty easy in the Dow. The reason being is that it's been great for the Dow on the way up. Bottom line, on the way down, it's a little problem child. Why? Because you're talking about a price-weighted index, and on the way up, it's real easy for Boeing to put big numbers into the Dow. On the way down, it's real easy for Boeing, as well as a few other stocks, to put large numbers negative into the Dow Industrials. Out here today, you had Boeing putting a 38 negative, Goldman 33, Microsoft 16, American Express 15, 3M 15. Bottom line is that this baby wants lower price. Now, gold and silver, they both caught a bid. What they have done is that when the CPI come out, we had, well, simultaneously what happened is this, well, within about a minute and a half. Simultaneously, the CPI come out, and Trump basically tweeted out that he's firing Tillerson. So what you have there, when you take a look at this intraday, what you're going to see is that this monster move inside the gold market. The market didn't quite know what to do with it. Within the matter of basically a minute, you went down to a low of 13.13. You got back up to a high of, 13.25. Now, what the gold was doing is that gold was actually coming into its low from Friday, and it did it with a lot lighter volume, even with that type of volatility. What ends up happening, gold stays up there about an hour and a half, gives it up again, comes barreling back down. But as that came barreling back down, if you're watching Tiger TV, what you're going to see is that it was an intraday. It was a classic. You break topside with volume, you pull back with lighter volume, and you go topside again. When you had come back down, you did 20,000 contracts versus 26,000. Bottom line, didn't make it to the lower part of it, rejected price. Now what you have is that you've done 320,000 contracts. You're basically sticking your nose up just above where we've been consolidating now since February 7th. You know, that is after we had a sign of strength on the 14th. Bottom line, my take is that we're going to be running up to this 1370 mark. Silver, same type of setup in silver. Silver also came back. Bottom line, you know, high volatility. Low in silver today was 1645. High was 1669. And bottom line, silver, 68,000 contracts. That's great contract volume inside the silver market. I suspect higher prices coming at us. King dollar. King dollar, bottom line, just can't catch a bid. What we have with King dollar, down 142 ticks today. You did 27,000 contracts. You have some volume behind the move. The last swing low out here inside King dollar, which looks like it's going for, is 88.150. That's approximately 1,200 ticks from where we are. I expect next few days it's going to make it down to that level, and we'll see whether we break that level. Short term, that's where it wants to go. Longer term, folks, we are in a very large ABC structure on the way down inside of good old King dollar. We go over to U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel took a beating out here today. This is pulling back to where it broke out from. We'll see whether it holds price. U.S. Steel is down $3.33. He's trading at 40.24. The breakout area is 38.59. The volume characteristic is 38 million. That's going to be a big number to keep your eye on. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back with some more numbers. Dow Industrials finished down 171. NASDAQ off 77. S&P's down 16. We're going to be coming right back.